I'm literally shaking right now. A male approached me in a parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss." And I turned around and I literally yelled at him.
Why are you complaining about seeing your bitch in some fine ass fucking clothing? If you can't handle a bad bitch, don't date one, baby.
Bounce when she walk, clap when she walk, clap when she walk.
A wise man, mentor of young hustlers across the world, once infamously said, "Bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks. Lick the balls and suck the dick." Dr. Dre said this. He's not a real doctor, but I thought what he said has some truth to it.
Do you think men have too low standards nowadays in dating?
I'd say it goes both ways.
The sort of thing where like guys will put like a ring on like a brick wall if they had a vagina, you think?
Yeah, probably.
Anyways, I brought up Dre because I'm starting to think he's right. I mean, I look around and all I see are the hoes and tricks.
So why don't you just mind your fucking business? Why do you care so much? Why does it bother you so much? Are you attracted to them and it makes you feel some type of way? Is that what it is?
So, where are the normal girls?
Do you guys think the hoes have gone mad?
Hoes got crazy. Yeah, hoes have gone absolutely mad, mate.
It's slutty as fuck.
Like, what sort of stuff do you think like women are asking for that you think is a bit too much?
Appearance.
Like guys that are too attractive?
Yeah.
Like what, 6 foot above and stuff like that?
Yeah, and like jobs and money, stuff like that.
Men do have high standards, but they settle for less, like all the time.
But isn't that what standards are? Like standards is like, that's what I'm going for. Like, of course everyone wants good stuff. I don't think anybody like has low standards in the sense that they want the poor quality.
I mean, I think it's a result of like oversaturation, because men obviously want women more than women want men. And also the internet worsens that like exponentially, because there's like a market for people. And before, if you approach someone in real life, and aren't these dating apps, they don't really have all these options they think are better.
Paradox of choice, I think. When there's like just too many options and you can't really decide on any one of them. They did like a thing where this shop sold jam, and like the one with only had 6 flavors, people bought from it more than the one with like 30 flavors because they just couldn't decide which one they wanted. We all want to feel like we're part of something. That's why religion exists, and that's also why the hoes are dressing up in these bizarre clothes and getting these wacky piercings and dyeing their hair all these weird colors. It's because it makes them feel like they're part of a group, as if they're in a community. Something that almost all of us had before, but it's slowly disappearing. I mean, we're pack animals, you know? We're wolves. We're meant to stick together. And because no one does that anymore, we had to join some weird and niche online group just to feel wanted.
Do you think you're a normal girl?
I guess, yeah.
Do you think hookup culture has helped women?
No.
Do you think like if you had a daughter, you'd want her to have a lot of casual relationships?
No.
No.
More long term.
More long term, yeah.
So you don't think it's a good thing?
No.
No, just stick with one person.
1960s women's clothes compared to now. They like showed this thing where this woman was wearing like a belly out, and they looked at her and all of them said they would never wear that. My mum dropped me at the train station. She's like, "Ben, look at that girl. I can literally see her pants."
Do you think this is a thing that has specifically a bad effect on women, or is it also on men?
I think also on men. Yeah.
To the same degree or more or less?
It's the same.
Same degree, yeah.
I see. So you wouldn't want a son like kind of being a player either?
Maybe at this point you're thinking, but Adam, all my friends are normal ass dudes. It's the hoes that have gone mad. Is it though? I mean, when's the last time you talked to a girl? Went on a date? Or even touched grass? Bro, you basically live in Antarctica. That's how little girls are in your radius. You know what? I take that back. I mean, they got penguins. Listen, the hoes haven't gone mad. You have.
Do you guys even date girls for the actual girl these days?
Or it's more just like she fulfills like the role of like the girlfriend, the partner.
The solution to every problem resides within the problem itself. So you have to understand the problem completely. Otherwise, you won't find the solution, right?
I think as well is like some people don't understand that like too much freedom is a bad thing, and you don't always want to be chasing that, and sometimes you need to limit your own freedom for your own good, you know.
There's 2 different types of girls. There's one that you talk to her and she sends you like nudes in the first like half an hour, and then you've got the other one doesn't send you nudes and plays hard to get. You want the one that's hard to get.
Hard to get is the way.
Because if you're sending you nudes 30 minutes, you know she's probably done that with other guys.
Probably, definitely, 100%.
Not a fan of that.
Nah, that goes around and comes around.
In the past, most of us would have been born into a rigid belief system, fitted with culture and religion, so we would know more or less what we're meant to be doing. But now, with most Western countries being secular, all bets are off. I mean, it's all fun and games when you can do whatever you want, until you realize you could do whatever you want.
Most people don't want to think that much about what they should or shouldn't do. They kind of want to just follow along and shit. That's why a lot of people join the LGBT community. You're like, hey, there's a bunch of doctrine I have to follow and believe, with its believers being just as, if not even more, fervent and passionate than the religious folk. The urbanization has also led to like people growing up fast as well. So the negative is that like a girl before should know like a couple guys in her like region or town, and it'll be very local, right? But now you're kind of competing against like everyone in the world with like online and dating apps, which isn't really a good thing, you know, because it kind of accentuates this like hypergamy, you know, where like we all think we can get the best, you know, the top, which isn't very healthy. Should it be maybe more stigmatized getting a divorce?
Yeah, I think it's really normal nowadays. Like people just go along with it.
What sort of negative effects do you think we see on children that don't have one of the parents in the house?
Depression, more mental health problems, definitely.
What about like girls specifically?
If they don't have a mother, it can be difficult going through certain stages in life and not having another girl to talk to.
Do you think for girls not having a father figure really present means they lack a male role model?
Yeah.
And they're more likely to get into like relationships at a young age.
Like casual relationships? Or...
Yeah.
And this, you don't think this is a good thing?
No, not always.
Honey, I found a picture of your grandmother. Just imagine 50 years from now, your grandchildren are going through old photos, and there's just a photo of their grandma with a septum piercing. A fucking septum piercing.
Like, my granddad and grandmother had a kid at my age, but I have an emo phase and my girlfriend has a septum piercing.
I don't know, guys, but I feel like I'm doing pretty well. What do you think?
I feel like a lot of men feel like the pressure's on them quite a lot. Like, for example, like, you know, going out working, the stereotypical male view.
Yeah. Do you think that you and most women would want a man that does those things though? Or?
Personally, for me, no. I'm happy to be like...
You're happy to be the breadwinner if that's the case?
If that's the case, yeah, like, it depends what happens and like who I'm with at the time, like how everything works out.
Do you guys think you're normal girls?
We don't do anything weird, I guess.
Just no weird activities.
I think throughout history, we've always had to deal with nihilism as a species.
And before, we believed in something higher to get us through the shit we have to sift through.
But now, in the absence of this higher purpose, we go to hedonism.
As if I can't feel fulfilled, I may as well be satisfied and gratified in every way I can be.
You'd basically have to be in a position to change, I mean, the internet, to change the government, to change businesses that profit off of it, off of the generosity and everything. And also you just have to fix like addiction and hedonism, which is another huge thing, because that's a large part of it, which is people seeking short-term pleasure over long-term benefits.
What are the first steps to stopping that then, or like negating it?
Hedonism?
Well, yeah, I mean, more so just fixing the dating scene. Would it be like negating hedonism? Would it be like having less of that in our society?
Yeah, that would help for sure.
I don't really know what conclusion to reach, but I think one thing I can understand.
Think about it like this. If there's all these batshit crazy girls with daddy issues, and that's kind of the norm, there also must be exceptions to this. Normal girls, meaning. The problem is that all of us guys will zero in on these girls until they are all but gone.
Like Americans when they find oil, not stopping till they've extracted every last drop.
And don't get me wrong, it's the same the other way round. I mean, most girls don't want a gooner who makes an Olympic sport of beating his meat.
Like guys, let's keep it a buck here. There's a lot of slack in our camp too, okay? I think we all attract people that are similar to ourselves. So if you're a fat dude, don't ask for a skinny chick. And same in reverse. And maybe, just maybe, if you're a half decent person, dare I say a good person, you'll be able to attract one of the few good girls yourself.
Or maybe I'm wrong. Do whatever you want. Goon until your socks pop off. Fucking hell.
Mujer, si puedes tú con Dios te hablar, pregúntale si yo alguna vez te he dejado de adorar.